Well, I'm lucky enough to be able to call Citizens Bank Park my office, and I'll tell you, it's one of the best places in all of baseball to watch a baseball game. We get a chance to see all the parks in the National League and a lot of them in the American League, and Citizens Bank Park is right up there. So getting a chance to go to a ballpark every day and do your job, not a bad thing. My name is Greg Murphy. I'm the Phillies field reporter for the Philadelphia Phillies in my second season. Well, today will be a normal day in my life. We'll once the game gets started, I generally do like 4 or 5 hits throughout the game. I normally do something in the second inning to begin, and then on from there. I don't have any interviews scheduled tonight in the stands or anything. Nobody here that warrants that kind of attention. So we'll just be walking around and finding different spots to talk about the different subjects. I've already done all my prep stuff with my producer. I jump out, find a spot, and I wing it, and hopefully it all goes well. So that's what we're going to be doing today. When I first got out of college, my very first job in television was working for a sports memorabilia company where I would go on Home Shopping Network and QVC and even on Sports Channel, and I would sell autographed sports memorabilia. I got my first real news TV job about 4 years out of college, where I worked at WFMZ, Channel 69 up in Allentown, New Jersey. I was there for a couple of years, and I came back to Philadelphia, and I hosted the high school sports show on Fox. And then I got a job with Comcast, CN8 Comcast, and I worked both behind the scenes and as an on-air reporter and anchor. And then I moved over to Comcast Sportsnet a couple years ago, and then 2 years ago moved here to the Phillies. So I've kind of bounced around a little bit, but been very lucky that I was able to move up the way I did. All right, so I did my first hit in the top of the second inning, talking a little bit about Cole Hamels and the kind of season that he had this year. Now we're headed out to Ashburn Alley, and we're going to do our next hit, because the Phillies have used 15 outfielders this season alone. That's a club record.
Welcome to Ashburn Alley in beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
For the most part, the players are good. You know, they understand the job that we're doing, and it's not the job of regular media doing. My job really is to, when I interview the players, it's mostly to accentuate the positive things that are happening. Even in a losing season, there are things that you can talk about that are better. So, away from baseball, the players are all good guys, and we'll see them. We ride the same buses, take the same airplanes, stay in the same hotels, so we see them all the time. With any job that you have, there are ups and downs. We don't have a whole lot of downs. The one tough thing is, during the baseball season, you're working pretty much every day for, I guess it's like about 7 months. The hours are not all that long, 8-hour day kind of thing when you're at the ballpark, but the travel and that kind of thing, being away from your family, being away from your kids can be tough at times. That's the hardest part of it. But the great thing is that on the flip side, as soon as the season is over, until I have to go down to spring training, I don't do anything. So I have like 4.5 months where I just kind of sit at home and vegetate. So so that's good. But the fact that we're out here and getting the chance to watch baseball every night, there are worse things to be doing, making a living. So I never complain about it. It's hard for you to see, but basically, if you look at the dugout, go up to the first level, concourse level. Okay. There's a camera there, and there's a camera on the Phillies side. One out in right field and one in center field. There is one in what we call high home, which is up in our booth. It's not just me, obviously. The broadcast crew is probably about 30 to 40 really talented men and women that are doing various jobs. So I actually have one person, an audio technician that hangs out with me and is my guy. And whenever I have a problem, he's there if I need him to troubleshoot. We rarely have technical issues, which is a good thing. But if they do arise, if my mic goes down or I can't hear something, then it's live television, and there's not much you can do except smile and keep on going. It's so funny. I get asked about the shaving cream all the time, and that's a relatively it's a new thing this year for me. I think it's happened maybe 6 or 7 times this year, and a twofold answer. One, it's unpleasant when it's happening because it does burn your eyes. And at one moment, I swallowed some of it. That was not very good. But that said, the fact that they kind of include me in that, I think says that they're comfortable with me and that that at some level they like me. So that's a good thing. And it also means that the Phils won a game and won it in dramatic fashion. So I'm okay with the shaving cream, and I'll take one for the team if I have to. I'll take about 94 of them next year if I have to.
Phillies fans, and I would say that about Philadelphia sports fans in general, are amongst the best in the country. Philadelphia has that mix of passion and knowledge, and a little bit of homerism, where they just live and die with their own teams. And I was part of that too. Hey, I grew up here, and that's exactly the way I was. And so yeah, absolutely, I think they're the best fans around.
All right? Yeah. How you guys doing? All right? Good. Having fun? Absolutely my dream job. When they came and asked me 2 years ago if I was interested in doing this, I thought I had my dream job already as a sports anchor at Comcast Sportsnet in Philadelphia. But when this opportunity, presented itself, I jumped at it, and it's just great. I'm a huge baseball fan to begin with, and I always enjoyed covering baseball. So to get a chance to work with a team that I've been following my entire life since I was 7 years old when they won the World Series, it's been great. The fans are great. I get to deal with the fans all the time, and that's a lot of fun. And the team hasn't played as well as we would have hoped over the last 2 seasons, but that'll come too.